Ya Jabbar, Ya Ghaffar, Ya Mu'in al-Ajizin, 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 Ya Jabbar, Ya Ghaffar, يا معين العاجزين يا جبار يا غفار 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 يا معين العاجزين يا غالبا غير مغلوب يا غالبا غير مغلوب يا غالبا غير مغلوب يا غالبا غير مغلوب قريبا غير بعيد يا قريبا غير بعيد يا قريبا غير بعيد يا قريبا غير بعيد يا شاهدا غير غائب يا شاهدا غير غائب يا شاهدا غير غائب يا شاهدا غير غائب يا لطيفا لم تزل يا لطيفا لم تزل يا لطيفا لم تزل يا لطيفا لم تزل الطف بنا فيما نزل الطف بنا فيما نزل الطف بنا فيما نزل الطف بنا فيما نزل وآتنا ما وآتنا يا ربي آمين خوفنا ربنا تقبل منا بحرمة ما أنزلت عليه سورة الفاتحة آمين يا غالب إلى الله يا غالبا إلى الله. No one is victorious except Allah. Always victorious. With Allah, it should be victorious. Always. Please. Shaitan, fall down. Sheikh Nazim Professor said to me one time, you think Shaitan is going to win? Never. Never going to win. Wisdom for its creation to search out the weak points of people. To search out our weak points and attack. Find a weak point in yourself, in your spirituality, in your structure. If you can fix that weak point, you improve. Shaitan looks for another one. Like they have now some computer program searching for mistakes in the software, like that. Shaitan is scanning, always looking for a place to get in. May Allah save us. Be with Allah. Be with Allah. Beyond every imagination, beyond every understanding, beyond every vision, beyond every estimation. Says Holy Quran. Try. No matter what you try, you can't do a just, suitable estimation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can't. You can't. Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu, he said, Rabbi inni zidni hayran. Rabbi zidni hayran. Increase me in bewilderment. Okay. Say. He was sitting one day, according to Holy Hadith, he was sitting one day by the Kaaba in Mecca, Sayyidina Abu Bakr, was sitting, crying, weeping, crying. Prophet ﷺ passed by and saw him there, his friend, his colleague, telling his name, second of two. He went there, sat down with Sayyidina Abu Bakr. He said, "Oh, what happened? Why are you crying? Allah didn't reveal and you, the Sadiq, who died before he died, reach a high station." Sayyidina Abu Bakr, he said to Prophet, "Yes, but if he wants to take it away, who can stop? Whatever he put me to, he can also take it away and put me." The Prophet sat with him for a few minutes thinking, and he began to cry also. Until Wahi came to establish his position. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barak ala sayyidina Muhammad. We're weak ones. We need continuous help. No one reached above the level to be independent, not to be in need. Allahu Samad. Allah doesn't need anything, but His creation needs. Every moment we need something to be in existence. Or we can't make ourselves to be in existence. If we could do that, no one would pass away. If the angel of death comes and go away, I'm keeping my existence. But it doesn't go like that. We need to be kept in a very narrow range of conditions that keep us alive. A little bit too hot, a little bit too cold, human beings can't live. No food, no water, no, so many things we need. If you take it away, finish. We don't produce it ourselves, it has to be brought for us. So if a person knows they're dependent and needy, we have to be very thankful and keen on the one who giving to us. Razak, the Jawad, Kareem, he's giving us from his kindness the conditions we need to be alive, to keep our humanity. The Shaykh said, say, Shukr Lillah. Allah keeps favors from being lost. Mostly we're submerged in an ocean of complaints. All of us. No, I'm not singling out anyone. This one also. Our ego's nature to complain. Like this, like that, like this, like that, like this, like that. We have to fight on that. He said every complaint brings another complaint. Complaint is like a magnet, a spiritual magnet. The magnets here are all magnetized to the backs. A complaint is like that. A complaint brings another complaint. I have some very strong magnets at home. I ran out to buy magnets. They're very powerful. People can't pull them. Quickly, a complaint calls its brother complaint. That brings another one. Now it's more powerful. More. Shaykh Nazim said, I said to a grand sheikh when I was young, I said, how can I stop complaining? Grand sheikh looked at me, he said, stop complaining. Ego never accepts. For ego, that's a huge, what? Stop. Complaint is my food and drink. I have to complain. We have to fight. Therefore, Quran says, fighting is ordained for you. You don't like it, but you you don't like something and it's good for you, and you like something and it's bad for you. It's not only for war. We're fighting to our complainings. We like it. Like a cat licking its happy. Complaining, I'm also happy. Complaints, spoken complaints, and inward complaints too. Smiling with instant. Like that. This is, we have to, as followers to a huge wali like Mawlana Shaykh Nasim and Mawlana Shaykh Hisham, we have to be on guard. On guard. Repeat it because to repeat it benefits the believer. Prophet ﷺ, they were coming back home after the battle of Badr, I think it was, or Uhud, Badr. And as they neared their homes, the men were tired. The Sahaba were tired, and many were wounded, some were killed. It was a heavy day for them, heavy happening. When they come near their homes, they want to throw down their swords and shields and bows and go home. And Prophet says to them, "Oh, my men, courage. Don't put down your weapons yet. We're coming from the small war to the big war, the small jihad to the big jihad. Jihad al-Saghir, Jihad al-Akbar." And they said, "What's that Jihad al-Akbar? We just came from the worst thing you could imagine." He said, "The fighting against our egos. How many different heads our ego has? Like a dragon. You see the cartoons, dragons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. How many heads? 70,000 heads. All of them has to be cut. In the old days, the knight, the Ertugrul or the Osman had to go, St. George had to go and cut the head of the dragon. All fairy tales about the hero going has to fight a dragon to get to the treasure. Sometimes they have so many heads also. Cut one, another one grow. Our ego is like that. That's one of them, complaining. So many heads. We have to be on guard. Mawlana Shaykh Hisham put a book for that, didn't he? Did he not? Listing the bad characteristics of all of them. It's necessary to be on guard. Mawlana Shaykh Nazim said, don't pass your life heedlessly. You have to be like a soldier on the battlefield. A soldier on the battlefield is always watching because somebody is shooting it. If you get careless, boom. If you go from one place to another, you run, take cover again. They're shooting at us, not military enemies. Thanks to Allah. Thanks to Allah. If you want to give thanks, we're not under that situation. So many people tonight, they're sleeping in holes in the ground. People are shooting at them. People they don't know. Why? There's nothing with those people. They have nothing with them. Government sending them and sending them. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. To be on guard. To be on guard. When Shaykh Nazim used to, sometimes the heading comes in the middle of the talk. He used to say, he used to like that verse and remind us always, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ فَارْغَب. أَلَمْ نَشْرَحْ لَكَ صَدْرَكَ. He says, when you finish one, sing quickly to the next. When you finish one good action, go quickly to the next one. So the best examples were prophets. They were the most dynamic ones. And then awliya. We have to try to follow them. Said, you couldn't find a prophet? What are you doing? Nothing. They were, if nothing else, they look for some hidden goodness. Jesus Christ, Saint Isa alayhi salam, going with his Hawariyin, his, what's the other word for the
Circles.
disciples? Hawariyin, his disciple, walking, they saw a dead dog on the road. He'd been dead for a while, it smelled very bad. The disciples were going, oh, bad. Sayyidina Isa, he walked up with his stick and he went like that. Look how nice and sharp his teeth are. He's looking to find something good in everything. Good. I went to see Maulana Sheikh once. Sheikh Hashem had a conference in Los Angeles in 1995 or 96. Years are blended together. 1895, I don't know. And he was busy with the details of that conference. They invited speakers from all over the world to a big convention center in Los Angeles. And Maulana Sheikh was free a lot of the time because Sheikh Hashem was doing the organizing and arranging. So we had a long time to sit with Maulana Sheikh Nazim between engagements. We were sitting with one day, he was in a hotel room high up in one of the tallest buildings in LA, looking out over the other buildings, high up. You see the other skyscrapers, and the wall is all glass, picture window. You say, okay, what? Doesn't look. I said, what? He said, if you came here from another planet, which planet? Neptune. Which planet? A visitor came from another planet. He came here. He saw these huge buildings. Tourist from outer space. And he met another tourist from another planet, coming on another ship, or teleporting, I don't know how they were traveling. Hello, my fellow traveler. Because they do on Star Trek, I forgot. Give the sign. Look at these huge buildings. Yes, we were looking also. Who built those buildings? These huge buildings. We don't see anyone. The other traveler said, oh, my brother, look down. And from that skyscraper, you'll see people. Down, way down, 100 floors down. If you ever went up in one of the tall buildings in one of the big cities, you'll see it looks like a amoeba in a microscope. A blob with two things. It's the legs, two things that stick out. It moves along. You can't see that it's walking, you see. Looks like it has two probes in a circle, a body. What are those creatures? You see those? Yes. My brother from Mars. Oh, my brother from Neptune. Those tiny creatures, they built this. I don't know. SubhanAllah and Neptune, they must, because Allah says everything glorifies their Lord. On every planet. Even Neptune itself. Those tiny creatures built these huge buildings. Wow. I want to turn to us and say, it's a sign for you, for all of us, that human beings have something beyond their physical being. Look so small, less than ants, dots. They built these huge structures and flying through the air and going. These human beings have something else, another power, another level. But you're not thinking about it. Only we're busy. Like the amoeba going, where's that amoeba going? I don't know. If he's late for work, we don't know where they go. Everyone is every time Allah is on a new job, and his creation is also on a new job. Where is the ant going? Where is the bee going? Where is the fly going? Going somewhere, coming from somewhere, going to somewhere. Appearing in midair, coming on some job. We have another being, another level. We're not looking after that. We're not trying to reach it. I was looking, I'm trying to understand it. It's what's the word, audacious? To speak about something over your level. I was looking at from Shaykh Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi. Never I can understand more than a drop or less than a drop. But to mention his holy name, for the honor of our grand Shaykh, he may look to us from his spiritual, give something to poor people that can't help themselves, that don't know anything. Grant us a improvement in our understanding, in our vision, in our in our being. And how are we? What makes up our being? What's our understanding? If I say I am, for instance, I'm sitting in a chair, in a room, in a place. I have an idea of where I am. What's the setting? What's the setting? You wrote a book, Fosus al-Hakam, the ringstones, the setting. Where am I? Where is my being? What's the situation? Who am I? Where am I? What am I? Speaking in the chapter for Sayyidina Adam, Allah says, Inni jahilu khala'ifa fil ard. I intended to make a deputy for me on earth, on the earth. Sayyidina Adam. And I blew into him from my ruh. So, how do you want to say ruh? And we're his descendants. We're carrying that breathing from Allah. A breathing of air, a breathing of what we don't. And he made our being to be complex, compound, not only on one level. Allah's on the Fakti Ruhi is endless, not only one thing. Not only I gave you air, okay, now breathe. It's a whole complex of levels and beings and understandings. And he said, if you stop short in your understanding, you're lost. You can't say, I reached the limit of understanding. Every step brings a new horizon, a new step. Sharia was not meant to stop at one point, and that's it. We're praying, we're fasting. No, there's another level, we didn't reach it yet. There's another possibility, and beyond that, another one. There's another one. There's another one. Well, Shaykh said, you break through one barrier, there's another one. Then don't be coward, go through the next one also. You have to keep Don't stop at you reach one level of understanding. Don't say I understand everything there is. We used to make fun of the ulama, square hands. You have to go beyond. I saw a quotation from Suyuti somewhere, I don't know. He said, don't say we're reciting Quran. Say we recited what was available to us from it. I said, I put everything in it. There's too much we don't know anything about it. Only kitab. More and more levels. Shaykh Muhyiddin said, adopt a very respectful attitude for everyone. My understanding is like this. Rabbi Zidni Ilma. Increase my knowledge, my understanding. Maybe if I'm fighting with you or with you, might you understand something I didn't understand. I never saw someone win an argument, ever. You saw it? Anyone saw it? Raise your hand. Anyone saw two people arguing? Say, yes, you're right. I never saw it that way. I never saw that ever. Then ego fights to ego. One psychiatrist said, I say, you can give advice to people, it cuts right to the core, and they take it from you. If I try to say something, he was a doctor, a psychiatrist. If I try to do that, they fight me. He said, that's because you're with your ego. If you say something from your ego, ego confronts ego, fight comes. With him, there was no ego. Okay, there's nothing to swing there. Rabbi Zinni Ilma, Quran says, say, Rabbi Zinni Ilma, oh my Lord, increase me in knowledge. Prophet ﷺ said, exert yourself to China, means the end of that was the farthest thing known in those days. To the end of the earth, exert yourself trying to gain more understanding. My understanding is this much, might be more. Every misunderstanding can be a bridge to a higher level of understanding. When Sayyidina Khidr alayhi salam tried Sayyidina Musa with three things. He sank the boat, he killed the youth, and he helped the bad people to build a wall. And Musa couldn't, he rejected each one of those things. Khidr said, ذَلِكَ فِرَاقُ بَيْنَ وَبَيْنَكَ, something like that. Okay, that's it. After 3 strikes, he was out. But I said he wasn't cruel. He left those 3 trials, saying to Musa to go back and look at it and meditate on that as a bridge to get up to a higher understanding. Every misunderstanding can be a bridge to go to a higher understanding. You don't know. Everyone created by Allah, Khalifatullah, manifesting something from Allah. You don't know. Maybe they understood something you didn't understand. Be patient. Allah may take you to another understanding. And then don't stop there. You never know. You never know. Allahumma salli wa sallam. Isma azimi azami. It's hidden. It's hidden. Asad, Kabul, the moment of acceptance is hidden. You don't know when you might come across it. Be patient. Be nothing. Shaykh Hashem said, come to your original size. Don't be angry. Come to your original size. Think that you're alone in your Lord's presence. Everyone else is a robot. There's nobody. If we have an argument, there's no one there. I'm alone in my Lord's presence. He's showing me something on my screen. Come down, oh my. Something to be learned. But we get back on our ego and we start to live. صدقت خلتي أدركني يا رسول الله. صدقت. I'm in a difficult situation, impossible situation. Oh my Prophet, أدركني يا رسول الله. A heavy dua. I'm in a helpless, hopeless situation, like a drowning person. أدركني يا رسول الله. يا غوث خليك شاو نقشبان. He said, someone falls like those miners trapped in the coal mine years ago, 2 miles down, it will collapse on them. He said, they need help, they need more than help. When you find yourself in a situation, I'm saying this to myself. Shaykh Hashem said, put a nail in your head to remember. Think, suddenly find yourself alone in Allah's presence. Kullu man alayha fan. Everything on the back of the earth will disappear except the face. The face of the Lord, His action. All His servants, they disappear. Only the action of the Lord Almighty may come. You don't know when it may come. You don't know when Sayyidina Khidr may appear. You don't know when Ismail Azam may come. You don't know when Laylatul Qadr, the moment of power, mighty moment might come. Anytime might come. Anytime might come. Our calendar, 360, 365 days, Earth to go around the sun. Laylatul Qadr on Ramadan. Sun is also going around. Milky Way is turning. Other galaxies are turning. No one knows how the dance goes, heavenly moves go. What day is it today? On that calendar. You can't plot it with a computer. Billions and trillions of stars moving in a pattern no one can. What's today? What's next week? What kind of week? What kind of? I was riding one time with Maulana Shaykh Hashem in the early days. We were coming back from Montreal to New Jersey, to New York, New Jersey, on the train, the all-night train. Very slow train, stop at every station, put mail, take milk, take. I said, I have to hurry and get back, to get ready. Because, why? I said, because Maulana Shaykh said, Mahdi is coming in September. Make everything ready. I said, oh. How do you know what you're going to do if he doesn't come in September? Say what? We believe he's coming in September, like that. Fanatic. If he doesn't come in September, what you going to do? I said, what do you mean? How do you know what kind of September Ron was talking about? Huh? There's only one kind. In one step, it's beyond everything I know about and I can't answer. Sayyidina Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Nuri Dhat Wasiri Sari Fi Sayri Asma'i wa Sifat. Fatina wa Fatima Sabak. Nasr al Haqq bil Haqq. Hadi ila Sirati Mustaqim. We don't know. And we're put on this earth to try and know something, to gain knowledge. Our ego never gains any knowledge, stays the same always. Like a sheep. Head down grazing. Daytime grazing. We raised horses also. Horse 24 hours eating. Summertime eating. Nighttime eating. Full moon eating. No moon eating. Raining eating. Snowing eating. Nothing. Sheep is on a higher level. They sit sometimes. And cows and goats. Horses. All of a sudden, I say, may Allah grant us to lift our heads up, to try to come closer to Him, to try to come closer to Him. Difficulties are bridges for us. That's the important point. A difficulty is a bridge for us. Naqshbandi, the situations we're in it. The Naqsh. The Shaykh is carving a Naqsh, a setting for us. Carving, the stone has engravings on it. He's carving a situation for each one of his murids and muridas, and we're in it. And each thing that happens to us is another. Like one who wanted a tattoo, every place he put the needle is ouch, ouch, go to the next thing, go to the next. I'm doing the lion's mane. No, that hurts too much. Do his tail. Oh, that's too painful also. Get out of it. Everything has to be something. A chance for us to get up. I have to remember also, it's not a lecture to anyone. This is a reminder for all of us and for myself also. Oh, speaker, you're free from complaining. Oh, liar. May Allah make us to be true ones. Amin. Alhamdulillah. Allah generous. How that's off our king. Thinking to bring money. أشهد أن لا إله